Welcome to the Showdown with Brown. Mark Malusis here. Final edition here for the 2015 NFL season. What's going on, Michael?
Good to see you, Mark.
Michael Brown, one of the partners of New York Auto Giant. And Michael, we've been doing this all season long. The Super Bowl victorious are the Denver Broncos over the Carolina Panthers, 24-10. You're a winner once again this week. You had the Broncos plus 4.5. Not only did they cover, they won outright.
Yeah, that was surprising.
Yeah.
I did pick Denver. I did think that Ware and Miller were going to have a day. They sure did. Miller getting the MVP. What was surprising to me is that Carolina could not get going at all. They did nothing.
Did nothing at all. How good was Von Miller, DeMarcus Ware, that entire defensive line, Malik Jackson, who's a free agent, Wolf along the interior. I mean, it is amazing what Wade Phillips' defense was able to do.
Yeah, the one thing I would say is when the pressure was coming, I would have liked to see Carolina do a lot more read option. When they did do it, it was successful somewhat. They had a couple plays. Receivers got to catch the ball.
Right.
You know, there were a couple times, and that to me, that was a catch.
Right, to Jericho Cotchery, right before the fumble.
Yeah, the former Jet. And that was a big momentum changer. But there still was not enough read option. I've always said it. Cam falls forward, he gains 5 yards. You know, they were putting the pressure on him. That read option would have helped freeze them a little more. Might have given them a shot, but at the end of the day, it really didn't matter much.
All they just need was one drive late. I mean, that's all they needed to do.
Yeah.
I mean, the Broncos kept you in the game.
Yeah, they
because
did.
let's be honest, I mean, that Bronco offense didn't really do anything
nothing.
at all.
Bronco offense had nothing. They had nothing to do with the win whatsoever. The defense won the entire game, beginning to end. And you saw it was a slugfest of two defensive teams. You know, what you expected to see was Jonathan Stewart figure out a way to get down the field. He got nicked up, and you expected to then see Cam hit Olsen and have a clinic, and that didn't happen either.
And if you've been locked in with us all season long, we thank you for that, because Michael's been picking winners, and we've been giving out tailgates and a shoddy 2016 lease for a Hyundai Sonata. We're going to announce a new winner for the tailgate and also for the Sonata later on this week.
Yeah, this week it's going to be big. We're gonna give away that car, lease on a new Hyundai. We're excited about it. I'm glad I got that win in. It's been a pretty good season.
No doubt about it. And a hell of a pick in the big game is the Broncos and Peyton Manning. And let me ask you this, Michael. When you look at Peyton Manning here, do you think what we saw on Sunday is it for the Sheriff?
Yeah, I think he's done. Look, he managed the game. You know,
Yeah.
that's what he's. And that's not Peyton's MO. That's not what he's been about his whole career. And he's not going to be judged on this game. He won. Everyone's happy he won. He can go out a winner. I can't think of the last person, if there ever was a person, that had a career close to that his last game was the Super Bowl.
Not a great game, though. You know,
No,
Michael, it wasn't.
Look,
I mean, you're sitting there.
I think,
you're sitting there. You're looking forward to the commercials. You're looking forward to the halftime show. Not a bad halftime show.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad halftime show. The game wasn't great. Peyton threw for 140 yards. I mean, there wasn't much there.
Right.
It was a defensive slugfest. And I got to tell you, you know, that now you're hearing about what you know, as a Jet fan, you salivate at the thought of Von Miller. You think Denver is definitely going to franchise.
They're going to franchise him
and risk Osweiler because I just think he's the team.
Now the real debate, Michael, was Lady Gaga over or under on the national anthem?
She was just over. My brother bet it, and he just won by a second.
But there
or
were
two.
some books that basically took the under. Once she said Brave at 209. So basically, do you end it on the first Brave or the second Brave?
I'll tell you what's more unfortunate, that we have to fill time talking about
No,
the
that is
national
the big
anthem.
debate right there. Unfortunately, that is the big debate coming out of that game last night.
Yeah. I'll say one more thing. Post Super Bowl, going into free agency, I would take Kaepernick all day long.
You would?
All day long. If you
Really?
can get your hands on him, you get him. That's what you do. I don't believe he'll be available. I think Chip Kelly wants him. I think he's going to use him. But Colin Kaepernick in that Jets offense.
You're going to pay him what he's getting paid?
I'd pay him. I'd pay him and take him.
And you'd give up something of value?
You have to. I'm not giving up a first rounder, but I give up a second, and I just
Really?
You look. Right now, it looks like you're going to have to pay Ryan Fitzpatrick. And
I understand that.
I don't want to do that because he's not a long-term solution. He had a great season. We're happy. I want Ryan for one more year max, and then I want to see Bryce Petty on the field. But if I can get my hands on a player like Colin Kaepernick, I would do it now.
You know what? I don't know if I would. I don't know if I'm a Kaepernick believer in any way, shape, or form.
I just don't know what your answer is then. This
I don't
season.
think you have one. And I think the issue with Kaepernick is coming in here, stepping in New York, be able to handle this area. Reading defenses, handling this offense, everything that comes along with it.
Yeah, for me, I just happen to believe that Todd Bowles can control him, he could manage him, and Colin Kaepernick has a chip on his shoulder with something to prove.
Colin Kaepernick, do you think it happens?
No. No, I think
No.
Chip Kelly keeps him, and I think we end up with Ryan Fitzpatrick paying him too much.
We'll look at the site later on this week. We'll announce the winner for the tailgate, the grand prize winner, Lease, for a 2016 Hyundai Sonata. We thank you for joining us throughout the course of the year. It's been a wonderful football season, capped off by a tremendous pick in the big game by Michael Brown. Broncos plus 4.5. Hopefully you took him on the money line as well. Michael, good luck.
Thanks, Mark.
Pleasure all season. Thanks for watching.